Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already. Please read through the materials thoroughly.
Yes, Professor, I'm aware. I just had a couple...
Oh? Please, ask away.
Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice that my assignment is much easier than...
A weak student!
I think what you're saying is...
You see, sharp as they come. You see things the way they are, and I'm sure...
Because of where I come from.
I'm sorry, Nefer. I don't like it any more than you do. Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions?
I wanted to check if...
Your family wrote to you. As long as they put your name on the envelope, someone should hand it...
Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter. I was just curious where the mail...
The House of Dana, I expect. I know there's a box for unclaimed mail, so whatever you're looking for, that'd be the place to...
Okay, got it.
Oh, don't mention it.
Hey, don't say that. You're a great teacher. And you do your best for all your... It's not just the...
Oh, my dear child.
I haven't. I just think that... This must be it. Let's take a look. A dilapidation, sir. This one was never even... Who was it addressed? This one is addressed to the Immortus Sage. In clinical terms, for example, this seems like something the academia would... Wait, what's the... The note says... The sender authored this letter while under the influence of mushrooms. I would send it back, but no return address. This next one is addressed to... A few words of protest regarding in recent years, the academia has... However, it appears to me that these students have not, in fact, been provided with education as well as receiving dumbed-down assignments and perfunctory tutoring. Education is as grand. I do hope you will give some serious... Great, and the sender is... I didn't... So this is where... Whatever. This isn't what I came here for. I'm not exactly... I don't believe for... Wait.
Greetings, Halil. My name is Sinuhe, chief of the... I don't know how well you remember it now, but I brought you to safety and gave you some water and other supplies. In my tribe, learning a person's true name is serious business. And I, therefore... The Shimti tribe lives... This brings me to my reason for writing. There was a the Eob and... I found a well. When we met, you would... That aside, we have next to...
From the outset, the academia... And you were... You liar. And who fell for it? Which I think I'll take over from here. I just came to say goodbye.
Never? You...
I'm quitting. Something's come.
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity for you.
It was. Oh, and I didn't want to What's wrong? I thought...
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown?
Yeah, I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this... It's not worth much.
But never...
All right.
Don't forget me, okay?
Yeah, I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune, and it's a rare find even in the... And as for remembering her, I'll be lucky if I... It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador,
Please, sir, lower your... The ever-shifting balance...
So, you do know who you...
This well is the perfect symbol of your strength, is it not?
You're not wrong. But I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to flatter us.
Of course not. I came to bring you some very good news. Some information that recently came to light, which might just be your ticket to freedom. Records uncovered by the Vahumana Darshan show that a certain well currently under Iab control is built on top of some ancient ruins. These ruins are of great archaeological interest to the Academia. I checked the map carefully on my way over here, and I'm confident that this is the well in question. The Academia is offering 50 million mora in return for excavation rights.
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say, 50 million's a little low, don't you think?
Don't get greedy, Iab. We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well by force. Wasn't that the first step in your rise to power? To drive away the
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, it's something we're willing to overlook. The Academia is only interested in dealing with the de facto power holders in the region. I hope I am making myself clear.
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me, I'll hunt down every one of your people.
I assure you, you see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest, and what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway? You really think the Sumeru Academia would bother to come all this way just to lie to you?
All right, I take your point. In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent news.
Gladly. So let's indulge in a few drinks.
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've taken the What?
Well, don't just stand there. Take it back.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the Iab's military superior.
Well, what is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after we reach a deal, they seize the well. This can't be a coincidence. Perhaps there is a traitor in...
I don't think so.
I am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Academia will only deal with the de facto power holders. If you cannot regain...
No! Please, Ambassador, just give me some time. I swear that well is ours.
Glad to hear it. I will wait here.
If there is a traitor, I will find them.
Wow. All it took was a few words and I've got him wrapped around my finger.
So, in summary, Ambassador...
The Eab are ruthless murderers who don't listen to reason. And now they have the gall to interfere in our research projects in the desert. So let me ask you, Chief, if you...
Kill them all. Of course.
Precisely. The Academia does not tolerate. At the same time, there is simply no way that the Academia can be seen to...
We have our own rules out here. If the rainfall...
Right. We can't confront them ourselves, but we can support their enemies. The Unut have always had strained relations with the Eab, which makes you natural allies. Weren't the Eab your allies once? You were quick to send them after us to protect your interests back when we stole that water. And let me be clear, the Academia wishes to collaborate with the legally recognized rulers of the desert in this matter.
Say no more.
Good. Then I suggest you get to... You see, Dad? Lying is easy when you know how. People will be... Look at yourselves. You, the monsters who destroyed my home, they're just ordinary, petty human... I think we're even now. Maybe I've even done the desert a favor. It's a better place without all these people around. Oh, Sinuhe, my gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, our tribespeople would still be alive. In this dog-eat-dog world, the chief need, but you couldn't do what had to be done. So I did it for you.
Nefer, it's okay. All of this is...
I believe I remember...
Yeah, but...
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
Alright, time for a sharp turn onto... So, anyway, that's enough of that. When are we getting out of this place? Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired. Oh, Halma, you tired?
Yes, if we can find somewhere to sit down, I could certainly do with a rest.
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead. Yes.
Really? A temple? That's where this story ends? I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or so everyone says. I never wanted to believe it, but looking back now, I'm as desert as they come.
You mentioned a temple. What's...
My biggest trade secret of all.
Ah. Then I'm guessing it's where you got your power from. The power to peer into other people's minds.
I didn't know you were clued up on any other religions.
I'm no expert in the history of Sumeru, but since you come from the desert, I would imagine it has something to do with King Deshret.
Sounds impressive.
Ah, I know who you mean. General Mahamatra Sino, the spirit.
That's Boss Neff for ya. She knows that.
Sino's hardly a figure of obscurity.
What about him?
Well, he's not a small Please, this is the bare bone basics. Say thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to take in. With any luck, that's our exit just up ahead.
I'm totally out of my depth here. I don't have any. I want to do the whole.
A statue with the head of a bird.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King. One of the 7 pillars of King Desh. Let's take a look.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Hold on!
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
How repulsive.
Timed that pretty well, didn't I? It's okay. I'm just glad no one.
Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you?
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I had a duty to ensure.
Good to know your sense of justice is...
I take that to mean that you saw the truth.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help,
Whoa, really? How'd you manage?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something... By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past.
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone?
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the...
No, what?
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to leave.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item.
You overestimate me. You all saw how this came to be. The Unut and the Eab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of The final blow to the Eab came at having gotten my revenge. As I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed this chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is made to the same specifications as with this chessboard in its container. Every god plays favorites.
It is the same with all powerful forces.
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I agree. Gather the others. It's time to Thank you all for being, as promised, the Raker of Solnar.
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. But it does not excuse his many transgressions. No matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Teyvat suffers the consequences.
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen...
Never.
Miss Lama?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. Some sources speak of ancient The term Moongate is one I have heard before. But as is the case with all of our legends, there are no records of any first-hand witnesses. We cannot know whether it truly exists.
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself, do you have some idea of where the Moongate leads to?
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering well. I can sense that the gate would open at my command, but...
But there's more to the power of the Frost Moon than that?
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the moon gate, since it is a path to the moon. But as never mentioned, holding open a spatial gateway takes a huge amount of power. And right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the Raker of Solnari. I'm afraid this is one mystery we may have to leave unsolved for now.
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond the gateway. I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Rerir made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact that the Raker of Solnari exists in the form of countless fragments. With the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the wild hunt proliferates wherever his scattered fragments lie, drawing hordes of monsters to many different locations across the land.
So your theory is that Rerir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force? Hence, why the Wild Hunt is a distributed phenomenon, rather than a unified one?
Makes sense to me. Explains why the Wild Hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece himself back together. He was whole to begin with.
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But the Abyss, much like a curse, has kept him alive.
I could not agree more. The power of the Abyss is most surely a curse.
It is a compelling explanation. and one that accords with my present understanding of abyss creatures. Whether the life form in question is primitive or advanced, if a curse has extended its lifespan unnaturally, it will continue to survive in spite of everything. This raises some interesting questions. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank Miss Nefer for conducting such a thorough investigation. Already, it has greatly enriched my understanding of the entity we face.
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information I have shared today proves useful as we look to formulate the next stage of our plan.
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
It's just... when I think of the man I once knew as Rerir, I struggle to understand why things had to turn out like this.
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any comfort, but my heart goes out to you.
Mine too. We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are. The moon and stars are full of untold secrets and lies, and the skies are host to many more mysteries than these alone. Yet, none of that can begin to compare with the complexity of human life.
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time. Thank you, both.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting. I'm sure Nefer needs some time to recover. She's been through an awful lot.
That's very thoughtful of you, Lama.
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to... Hey, is this a bad time? No need. Come on, let's talk outside. Anyway, Nefer went back to the curatorium to get some rest. But before she left, she shared some things with me that I thought you should be aware of. Firstly, although she managed to trap the Raker of Solnari inside her chest set, there's no guarantee. It's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out. We have to come up with a plan and take care of him before that happens.
Honestly, my mom figured that might be the case. So, how long have we got?
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but for the most part, it seemed like she was trying to convince me how precious her chess set is, and what a long and storied history it has. It felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Mora against your will? Anyway, after all that, she finally answered the question. 2 days, at most.
2 days? Holy moly! Can we even recruit enough help in that time?
That remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. Dainsleif is obviously conflicted about this whole thing. But given how little time we have, there's no way we can pull this off without his help. You have some history with him, right? Do you think maybe you could talk to him for us? Great. All right, on to item 3. So, Albedo, Durin, and I put our heads together and came up with a plan. Can't promise it's gonna work yet, but we figured we'd bounce the idea off you first. We'll explore it further once everyone's recovered.
Paimon's dying to hear.
All right, so here's what we're thinking. We felt a little uneasy about
roping us in.
I choose my words very intentionally, I'll have you know. I like to think there's an art to striking a down-to-earth tone even when the stakes are through the roof.
Sir Varka,
I have a few thoughts about this plan.
I'm all ears.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated. In my view, the most sensible lineup would be like this.
I see your point, yeah. But if that's how we're going to approach this, you'd better make sure you're ready. To be clear, I don't doubt your abilities. Far from it. I just want to make sure. Are you really willing to take all this on?
I want to do everything within my power. The Rahier of Solnari is a truly fearsome opponent, and if I do my part, it'll greatly reduce the risk for everyone else involved.
Well, that tracks with what I've heard. Jean's mentioned in her letters that you're so diligent it's almost... As in, most people weigh up the risks and rewards in situations like this. But you seem to just march towards danger without a moment's hesitation. Of course, everyone appreciates a fearless pioneer. But all that aside, I'm the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, and you're...
Thank you, Sir Varka.
I should be the one thanking...
We're way behind schedule.
This is a thorough plan, but I do have one last question.
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work analyzing Rarer and the Wild Hunt's behavioral patterns. His conclusions are as follows. Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rarer has never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension of space. So it's unlikely he has any power in that domain. Secondly, he seems to have a particularly strong vendetta against our group. If we put him in a fight-or-flight situation, he'll choose to... Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, he is consumed by hatred, both for the moon and for his enemies. Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private memories without permission. He'll be baying for blood, not looking to escape.
As someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the Wild Hunt, those all seem like valid observations to me.
Understood. Then I will defer to the
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail. Albedo and Durin are carrying out their part as we speak.
Plan approved. Scheduling.
Okay, any firepower you need, I got you covered. Let's light this baby up.
The Frost Moon Scions are behind you as well.
And the rest of you? No objections? All right, then it's settled. This is the plan we're going with. Next up, an old tradition of mine. Anyone who wants to back out, now's your...
Wait!
Everyone says things that...
A very
Who'd you hear it from? D-Luke?
Shh. We don't use people's real names at work. This contact will be known only as Owl, please and thank you.
This plan can only work if everyone does their part. Flint's and I will absolutely support it.
We shall indeed. You'll be glad you accepted our help. Also, you are the last person I expected to see here, Miss Dory.
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. My peers usually call me Lord Sangamabe. So... in that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's right, I know your full name. It's...
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that a secret.
Okay, fine. I'm actually only here as a favor for someone else. Do you have any idea how much it would cost to hire me otherwise?
Oh, does this mean someone out there actually has the power to boss Dory around?
It most certainly does not. We have said Mom supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything. If I don't start building a little goodwill now, my whole business in Notcry is gonna go down the drain!
Okay. So what exactly is so special about this pendant?
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something bad might happen to me. So, she wanted me to have something that can store. I finally got it all fully charged up with Kuvaki, and then never went and used it all up at once! Never lost so big in my life!
You're right. It was all my fault. I didn't mean to drain all the Kuvaki in the pendant, but I'll...
You will?
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's yours if you want it. In fact, take it now.
You're putting me in a difficult position here.
It's a very useful thing to have around, but I have a funny feeling it won't be around much longer.
Looks like bankruptcy for me.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you never know. You might find a new business opportunity on the other side.
Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. You think Lord Sangamabe would let an opportunity like this slip by? Don't forget, when something's in high demand, the people with the goods on hand get to ta-da! See? It's right here.
Oh, it's so pretty. Did you make it?
No,
Aha! No wonder you were talking about lucky charms at the
that's not Mage Alice. I passed this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team. Anyway, point being, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kaveh to build this little contraption. As one of the top Kasharp, took him long enough. He stressed over it for ages. Must have gone through at least a dozen designs before producing a final product. But that's Kaveh for you. Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from Kaveh. Could I ask why I'm sending this technology to you? And what's your proposed use case? Has it been approved by the relevant authorities? So nosy. My fault for sending him the research permit to begin with.
Surely, Nick.
Could be. Anyway, I just replied, let's hope there never has to be a use case, because it would involve grave danger.
Fair enough. But it sounds like he was just being cautious. He probably felt responsible as the one who made it.
Or maybe he was asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done that before. Not sure why, though. His housemate doesn't seem to really care that much about this kind of stuff. Either way, all's well that ends well. I'm just glad to finally have my hands on the product. I wouldn't want to be without it, given the potential dangers that lie ahead. Huh? What does that look mean?
Paimon's just super surprised. This must be the first time we've ever seen you actually get serious about something.
Well, there are always going to be times in life. Alice has been a huge help to me over the years. She was the first investor I ever had. And more than that, no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever happens, I want to make sure the Dendro Archon and all of Sumeru is prepared to face whatever comes. Oh, that? Don't be thinking it was my priority is doing the business that I want to do. So long as my conscience lets me, but it usually does.
All right.
If I do say so, and that... Oh, and could you...
Burn it down! Rev the engines!
Traveler, Paimon, it's good to see you.
Everything going?
Per the plan, we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures. The process went very smoothly.
What? You can.
That depends on your definition.
Harmless, lifeless.
The Wild Hunt is an interest. Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptotire, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the foul Certology. But she barely mentioned Rerir at all. I don't think that was because of his lower social standing, though. Anyway, it's a pity. It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being channeled through a fractured physical existence. A consequence of being torn apart by an unknown power. Perhaps the only explanation for his survival. Oh, sorry. Once I get talking about interesting research, back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm my hypothesis. Rerir's corpse is completely contaminated by the Abyss, and the effects are irreversible. You could think of this as Rerir in mutated form. But in my view, even that would be inaccurate. In reality, his whole being has been consumed by the Abyss. In other words, unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power. Hence,
Oh, that's terrible news! So, that's it? We can't defeat him? Not even if we get the power of the Three Moons?
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. It's as if her creator banished her to a place she could never be accepted. It means she spends most of her energy just on her—
Given the circumstances, it's only natural to despair. But we must see this plan through to the end. Time to kick off the backup plan.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot! This is for you. Dory asked us to bring it.
Ah, how wonderful. Well, thank you for making the trip. Durin and I will be heading off shortly.
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you in person.
All right then. Stay safe.
Rise with the sun!
Phew.
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes.
My lady.
Within the next 24 hours, this is not a burden that we deserve to bear. But I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to... For me, this gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Varka, Knight of Boreas.
Hey, everyone. Guess I should introduce myself. Biggest strengths are, on it.
Light it up! Rev the engines!
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it?
That's right.
Yes.
I have but it's what everyone... I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people.
You're different from other...
You're more perceptive. Do you ever fight...
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. I don't recall...
Is that because...
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges. Thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without...
You're welcome.
Friend, he betrayed me.
Okay. You see? You're torn. Now you know it.
I need some time.
Of course. Actually.
You mean the Harbin...
Yes. I always thought they were... And even...
Clearly, they...
I feel a little... I see the guilt that you're feeling now. Because Have you noticed that the Traveler in
Huh.
Sure. Hello.
Ah! They caught us!
I apologize for making you worry. No doubt you wish to know where I stand on the plan to take down the Recher of Solnari. I'm afraid...
You will?
They needn't be.
That doesn't matter to them. You can't control...
It's nearly showtime! Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
Burn it down!
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
Hey, Flint's! Been waiting here long?
Not too long. I came a little early so I'd have some time to think.
Are you nervous about the battle?
Quite the opposite. When I was awakened, but after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, I came to realize something. My restless flame indicates...
Oh, that doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
Well, in the past, when I was a Fae but it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to...
Looks like I'm not the...
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last night?
I struggled to settle down at first, because of the nerves. But don't worry. I got enough sleep in the... Please.
Never! Over here!
Aino asked me to relay a Meanwhile, I know her...
Excellent. It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage at a moment's notice.
No sense sitting around waiting. Let's make the first move while we still...
I agree. Paimon, find a safe hide.
Got it! Be careful,
I will.
Everyone, take your positions as soon as the battle starts. Every ounce of strength.
Ready?
Let's go.
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your...
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Stay on your toes.
Yep, you too.
Close your eyes.
Let me help you guys.
The moonlight betrays you. Hunt him down.
Seek within. Can't hide the truth.
Pathetic.
With one heart, we pray. You put...
It's all futile.
To dust. Observe.
Do you fear the dark?
It all adds up. No more lies.
Close your eyes. Be silent.
Water jet!
For the everlasting forest. Forest?
The mystery unravels. It all adds up.
Close your eyes. Observe. Close your eyes.
Do you fear the dark?
Observe.
To dust. Pathetic.
Can't hide the truth. No more lies.
Betrays
Poor
you.
lost lamb. With one heart, we pray.
Can't hide the truth. Seek within.
Hunt him down.
Close your eyes. Observe. Close your eyes.
For the
Began with the moon, and so shall it end.
The moon will protect you. A grave.
Go!
Do you see now?
Close your eyes.
And from here, when will it be as you foretold?
I am being tested.
Welcome here.
By the frost moon of old.
Bombs away! Go!
You poor lost lamb.
Be silent.
Pathetic to dust.
It all adds No more lies.
The moonlight is all futile.
Observe. Are you quite finished?
For the everlasting forest.
The moonlight
Protect us.
Can I be true?
futile.
How the deception ends here.
Leave this place.
Close your eyes. Be silent. To dust. Close your eyes.
Down.
Be silent.
It all adds up.
Pathetic.
With one heart, we pray.
Observe.
Night falls. Be silent.
Futile.
No more lies. Can I the truth? The mystery unravels.
Close your eyes.
The moonlight betrays. Futile.
Night falls.
No more lies. It all adds up.
Your little game of heroics is over. The moonlight betrays. Wants to go first. Get out of my sight!
No, we can
Death is within
separate!
my grasp!
You okay?
Never! Where are the others?
Stuck outside the barrier. I guess he really doesn't like us.
I told you before, knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Be careful what you wish for.
Lama! Can you hear me?
Silence.
The voices are gone. But at least I know they're still there. Stick to the plan. Remember the most important task. Just keep strong. If I can stall it for long enough, the moment will come.
Can't hide the truth. No more lies.
Go!
The deception ends here. It all adds up.
Bombs away! Water jet!
No more lies. Seek within.
Wipe out! Go!
Can't hide the truth. It all adds up.
Go! The shield's broken. I can't keep this up.
Don't push your luck.
Your death is within my grasp!
Can't hide the truth. The mystery unravels.
Bombs away! Yeah! Yeah!
No more lies. Can't hide the truth.
Wipe out!
Seek within.
Go! Water jet! Bombs away!
The deception ends here. No more lies. It all adds up. Can't hide the truth. The mystery unravels. No more lies. Can't hide the truth. There's no other way.
The only way to defeat Rarer, that means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt. You have to hold on.
Never. You're right.
And then,
But that dust will play. Come on.
any other tricks of yours as entertain.
You don't fool me. I have to stoke his rage. You fear what you could you cannot.
You fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Let's see what becomes of you! What's happening? That power. I've seen it before.
His power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using Pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
So, we have a student of Gold Rhindaughter in our midst.
How about that?
You use my own power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. look familiar.
Don't you realize? You don't have the power to hold that gate open!
I don't, but someone else does.
Goodbye, Rerir.
We won.
Nefer, how are your eyes?
It's not too... Let me handle it. Miss Nefer, it's not like you to lose your composure. That was...
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were...
Even so. In business terms, I suppose.
I'd be hard-pressed.
Still, people suck. I had hoped you could win.
Thank you.
All done. Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing. I'll send full detail. My dear friends, we have fought...
The moon will remember this day. There's something I want to let you know.
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone, and since Nef...
Hold on.
I only feel the pain.
Yeah, but I must say...
Things are a little...
Friends.
How you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you sleep well?
I'm doing all right, Paimon.
Phew. Well,
Glad to hear you didn't starve.
well, honestly, Paimon just can't relax when you're not your usual self.
Well, I'm back.
Oh yeah, and he also dropped off some medical supplies, but you seem fit as a fiddle, so guess you won't be needing. If you're feeling up to it, let's head over now. Wouldn't...
We're way behind schedule.
We're here! Oh, Traveler and Paimon! Perfect timing! We were literally just saying how there's no way we're holding this victory feast without you any longer, and we would have postponed it till tomorrow.
How are you feeling today?
Much better. Thanks. Don't worry about me.
Relieved to hear it. If that changes, just let me know. Happy to check you over at any time.
Yep, we're here for you. Anything you need, just let us know.
Oh wait, where's Nefer?
How are her eyes doing?
Nefer's right over there. I'm sure she'd love to catch up with you.
Traveler, Paimon, are you recovering well? Turns out that moon chanter.
Yeah, but...
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware.
Yehoda?
Oh, sure. Coming. Did you hear that? I gotta go help Lauma for a second. You guys chat among yourselves. I'll grab us some drinks on the way back. Paimon, you still like 'em sweet? You bet. Sure thing.
The Raker of Solnari. Kind of a snake, don't you think? No, definitely a snake. A poisonous one who spewed his venomous hate. Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has become a snake. That's something my dad used to say. Perhaps. What else is left when everything you depended on in life? If you're worried, it's just... I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my... Oh, look at the Ibis King. He's never brought it up. Why else would he give me the... Well, King Deshret banished him to Aru, which is essentially a prison, and posed 3 questions to him. His response was to take on a physical form and approach me, hoping that I could become his envoy and search for one of the answers on his behalf. Did he really think I'd fall? So that's enough for you to decide he's a prisoner, and he was scared. So he decided to perform some good deeds to win people's approval. He lives in fear because he's a deceiver. How is Rerir any different? You can't work as a spy your whole life, and it's preposterous. Yet I can't say I don't understand it. Liars live in the darkness of their own making, but it's still human nature to want to go on living. They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you think? Good. If you understand that, it means you're smart, and you see things objectively. If you ask me, the soul of a liar really is worth nothing, because all they care about is themselves. For example, when something good falls into my lap, I don't go sharing the news around. Stops other people trying to steal it from me. So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them. Wow, is that what it looks like? Well, when you find yourself in a situation you can't control, if you understand what's at stake, please ensure my secret is safe with you. I trust you respect my wishes as a friend. But don't forget, I will also be watching you like a hawk. Very good.
Oh wait! Now that the panic's over, after all that
Huh? Am I...
So, that...
Although, now you mention it.
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he ever gave to the world. But I somehow doubt that's what's going on. He won't lie low forever. So we'd better stay on guard.
Ah, Lord Sangama Bay. I must thank you.
Why come and ask me?
I mostly...
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your...
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable...
Huh? Charitable? Who said anything about charity? First I'm hearing about it.
Let's see. The first plot of land you purchased in... It's nothing to...
How did you...
You're a curious, but I'm afraid no matter... You did it for Sumeru.
It was empty land. Disasters are capricious things. They strike without any... My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. It was something I looked into. But after discussing things, the tech people handled the tech.
It's a pity that...
So?
But surely you have dreams.
You don't get it, do you? My dream is to invest in other people's dreams. Just thinking about it makes me happy. That's sweet.
Thank you.
For...
And the pendant.
Oh, that. I was just...
Seems like we've both...
Yeah. So long...
That would be your mother, father, and sister?
Yeah. Though it's been years since my sister passed away. It's not like I want to forget them, obviously, but... Memory can be even more ruthless than the most calculating business person. My sister can't help me now.
Not everything will...
Yeah.
Well, that...
Oh, absolutely. You've got a lot going for you.
I appreciate the vote of...
Hey there, Patrice. Looking for a drink or two? Something for me, say. Either way, I'd be happy to oblige.
How have you been holding up? Any adverse reactions? If you start to take a turn for the worse, make sure you tell me right away.
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster.
What?
You played an indispensable... Sometimes.
Let's do a quick demonstration.
Thank you. I can't take...
See? Did you catch that? A masterclass in how to take a compliment.
Okay. Yeah, I did work pretty hard to help prepare...
Hey, you guys!
Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, traveler.
Seems like you've recovered. You won't need...
Can I get you a...
Huh?
Handling a drinks or...
Paimon believes it, to be totally honest.
Don't worry, that's completely understandable. Unless you're a
To put it in the simplest terms, we saw how our enemy stole the power of Kuvaki. And that gave us the idea of stealing his power to turn it against him. When facing an enemy you have no hope of defeat. So, instead of looking for a way to for this to work, for added security, the alchemical array... That power...
What surprised me was that given his history with Rerir, he had every right to sit this one out. But we're extremely grateful for the decision he made.
It must have been a painful choice to make. But I'm sure that making a decision was far better for him than staying in limbo.
Absolutely. He was torn between... Anyway, however you cut it, everyone gave...
That's the only reason you're here. Yes. I've thought a lot about... I think this is very... Well, this is a new... Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being co-workers?
What is this, Columbina? Are you deliberately testing my patience threshold?
If your politeness,
Polonia!
Will you still invite... Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear Sandrone.
Last time, the Wild Hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it?
We just wanted to...
Why? Out of concern for my safety? I hope you didn't serious...
Mostly because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were okay.
Oh, don't you worry about that.
tea time is already a write-off. The visitor before you managed to kill my appetite. If you're in the mood for tea, go ahead and help yourself. Otherwise, it's going to waste. My coasters are still missing in action, though. Use this notebook instead.
Whoa! Pretty hefty notebook.
You can ignore those. They're just dumb scribblings. I doodle and write in my free time. Sometimes I remember the distant dreamlike past. Sometimes I imagine the far-flung future. And other times, I grit my teeth and note down all the crazy nonsense going on and trying to predict the... Who else? Pretty much all the mecha and Fontaine are his personal handiwork.
Wait, are you saying you know him? Like, personally? As a friend?
I mean, I guess we were friends. Yep. We used to chat occasionally back when he was still around. Before he passed away, he asked me to destroy all his manuscripts. I honored his request, but I did read through everything first before destroying them. I just... Alain's work. Not that there's... Anyway, while we're on... Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob. They were all quite compatible, but beneath the friendship, unfortunately, childhood would end. A mad dream. And if Renee and Alain had been people of lesser wits, that dream would probably have... But alas, they were some of the sharpest minds around. They nurtured that dream with the full power of their intellect. And it grew into something that ate away at... The first of them to fall under its spell was Renee. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve and parted ways with Renee. It's complicated. Alain wanted to believe that Renee only did what he did for the sake of their friendship. But when he told me about what happened, I could tell he still had some suspicions about Renee's motives. Perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's mind. Even then. The next time they met, and although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with a vengeance. As I understand, Renee wanted to live out his dream of salvation once more. But I'm told that the attempted resurgence finally died out for good. At long last, Renee awoke from his deluded dream. Though of course by then it was far too late. What do you think of Renee? Do you admire his transcendent genius? His view that any price was worth paying to achieve the lofty goal of saving the world? Or do you despise him? Dismiss him as an evil madman who wrought havoc on the lives of everyone around him as he pursued his delusional dream? Same difference, really. Just a matter of perspective. Doesn't surprise me. You share one thing in common, after all. You both want to be the savior. The only difference is, your dream came true, and his... Well, I don't like maybe I could understand if Renee had just been an ordinary person. But he had a sage-like intellect. And still managed to get himself lost. Anyway, that's enough about Renee. Now, moving on to Alain Guillotin, the Lord Artificer. He managed to put a stop to the first storm whipped up by Renee. But to his credit, I suppose, the loss of his family and friends was purely a tragic accident. It's not like Alain sacrificed them for his cause. After that, the only thing supporting his work. But although the desire to save Fontaine drove him to found the Fontaine Research Institute, Alain continued to reject any form of transcendental knowledge or power. He was suspicious and fearful of it. Having seen I think that yet Alain's intellect, once he realized that the end of it, he quit working on his formulas, trading them in for the fairy tales that had played such a... He told me that the director of the Narzissenkreuz Institute used to read those fairy tales to the children as bedtime stories. Apparently, they worked wonders at sending kids off to sleep. I think that all he wanted at that time in his life, at the very end, many years after that, tensions over competing dreams would once again cause a rift. This time between members of the Fontaine Research Institute. But the actions of those fools had nothing at all to do with Alain. And that is the story of two people from the Narzissenkreuz Institute who both wanted to save the world. One went all in on his fantasy of the other sought... Even the grandest tree starts as a tiny seed. So perhaps, for each of them, their mission to save the world began with a very simple desire. They were young children with friends and family who mattered to them. Desires to explore the meaning of life. Ambitions to have a successful career. They didn't want to see all of that taken away in one fell swoop. Or maybe they just wanted to find something to anchor themselves within the... But instead, the search for their own salvation took them down the rocky road laid out by fate. Do you think the desire to save oneself is enough of a justification to try and save the world? The way he gave the exact... No elaboration. All right, tea time's over. I owe Arlecchino a favor for telling me these stories. I'll have to bring a whole sack of gifts the next time I visit the House of the Heart. I'm gonna go tinker with Polonia now. You guys can do whatever you want, as long as it doesn't involve interrupting me. Polonia, exit hibernation mode. Begin diagnostics.
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra Abyssa.